Beautiful people, welcome once again to my channel. If you're new here, thank you guys for stopping by. On this channel I share a lot of recipes and a bit of my lifestyle. And to my old subscribers, thank you guys family for always coming back. I do appreciate you all. Hi fam, today we'll be preparing some delicious arrow with spinach. I'm going down today to the southwest region of Cameroon, to our Bayangis sisters in particular. And I believe our Nigerian sisters do call this Afang or Afang. Forgive me guys if I don't pronounce it right. But come with me guys, let me show you how I prepare my delicious green arrow. Hey fam, let me show you guys the ingredients that I use to prepare my delicious arrow. I've got my cow skin here, all boiled, pre-boiled with Maggi and salt to taste. I've got tripe here, all boiled with Maggi and salt as well to taste. I've got beef here, all boiled with Maggi and salt to taste. And I've got my dry fish here. I'll be using catfish for this recipe. I've got a bowl of crayfish here as well. You cannot prepare arrow without using crayfish, so I'll be grinding this and adding into my arrow soon. And before showing you, I've got my green arrow here. This is fresh arrow that I've washed and drained. If you haven't got fresh arrow, you can use dry arrow, steep it overnight and add a bit of limestone. That is what I do when I'm using dried arrow. And I've got a big bowl of spinach here as a substitute for water leaf. This is what I get from the Asian shop. This is how it comes. So I've washed and chopped the spinach. And make sure your spinach is 2:1 ratio to your arrow. You want to have your spinach as double as the quantity of your arrow because you want your arrow to be soft and moist. Then I've got my salt here that I'll be using as well. I've got 5 Maggi cubes to taste that I'll be using, and I've got 2 Scotch bonnet here. If you want it very hot, you can use more Scotch bonnet, but in this case I'll be using 2. And of course I've got my palm oil here that I'll be using. So these are all the ingredients that I'll be using to prepare this delicious green arrow. Come on guys, let's start the cooking. Let's start our cooking, arrow cooking. Put in our beef. And then the cow skin goes in. And then the stripe. Look at that guys. I like when I want to prepare my arrow, I prepare myself and prepare that arrow very well. So now that we've put our stripe, kanda, which is cow skin, and beef, so I'll just add my spinach. Let me collect the spinach quickly. Pour in a bowl of my spinach, all in, and allow it to cook for just 5 minutes. I don't want to overcook my spinach because I still want to preserve the greenness of my arrow and the spinach itself. So allow this to cook for 5 minutes, and then I'll add my arrow. It's been 5 minutes, then I'll just add in my arrow now. I didn't add any water when I was putting in my cow skin beef because there was a bit of stock with my beef, and I knew that with the spinach I'll have a bit of water because I don't want my arrow too watery. So you just have to keep an eye on that guys. That's why you notice that I didn't add any water. So I'll just add in my arrow now and mix very well. And then I add in my palm oil. So I'm just mixing up, making sure you mix the spinach very well into the arrow, and you add the other things as you go along. Because I did boil my cow beef, tripe and beef with salt and Maggi, so I'll be very careful with the quantity of salt that I'll be adding and Maggi cube. So you want to keep an eye on that as well. Hope you all are keeping well, family. How are you guys doing? As for my end, I'm holding tight, holding strong. I'm good by the grace of God. I will mix quickly and I add in my palm oil. You don't want to allow it to cook for too long before adding in your palm oil, because the palm oil preserves that greenness in your arrow and spinach. So I'll just mix quickly. Make sure you mix quickly, then you pour in your desired quantity of palm oil. Some people do use olive oil or vegetable oil. It all depends on what you like, what you want. But I believe our Bayangis sisters, they cook arrow with palm oil. After mixing for about a minute or two, I'm just going to pour in my desired quantity of oil. It might look much, guys, but the arrow is a lot. You can see from the pot. Normally that's how I prepare my arrow, and I just cook it at once. It's a delicacy, so I cook it at once and preserve it in the freezer. So after adding your palm oil, you want to make sure that you mix in very well. The oil helps to keep the spinach and the arrow green. So that's another tip with preparing arrow. So I'll just go in and add in my catfish. I didn't want to add it from the onset because I don't want to destroy the fish or scatter the fish all over the place. So I'll just add it in now and give it a careful mix, and then I'll add in my crayfish. I'll go ahead now and add my crayfish. I've coarsely chopped my crayfish in a mortar. That's what I used, so I don't like fine crayfish in my arrow, so that's why I didn't use a blender. I used a mortar. Coarsely chop my crayfish, and then I'll give it a good mix gently. Our arrow is coming together. I'll drop in our 2 scotch bonnet and a pinch of salt. Be careful, as I said, with your salt and Maggi quantity, because I did use some. For me, I did use some Maggi and salt to boil my beef. Last but not the least, I'm just going to add our Maggi cube. Add the quantity that you like, guys. In this case, I've just added 5 Maggi cube because it's a very large pot that I'm using. And I'll give it a careful stir. Our arrow is gradually coming together. The smell of this delicious delicacy, it's just something out of this world, as I would normally say. You can have this with garri, water fufu, pounded yam, or just by itself. You can see how green the arrow still is. That is the outcome that we want to achieve. That is the outcome we want to achieve. Hi fam, as you can see, our arrow has been cooking for more than 10 minutes now after adding everything. And from the look of things, our arrow is ready to be consumed, to be enjoyed. It's quite moist. Look at that. Not runny, no what, just moist from the spinach, and that is what you want to achieve. See, for the last 10 minutes I've been cooking the arrow on high heat, just to dry up any remaining water that the spinach might have produced. This is so delicious. I guess this looks so yummy, and I know it will be very delicious as well. Hi fam, our delicious green arrow is ready. Let me give it a try. I can't wait to give this a try. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, like and subscribe, and click the post notification bell as well, so you'll be the first to be notified each time I upload the video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for fam? Oh my god, this arrow is Thank you guys for watching. Let me sit down and enjoy my arrow and forget the dieting for today. See you guys in the next video. Bye.